Hi, welcome to TechCrunch, a place where we learn and earn technical skills in the most efficient way. Let's make coding fun. Java Coding Exercise Series 1, Palindrome, how to program to check whether string is palindrome or not in Java using control statements. So in this session, we'll see what is actually palindrome, the logic, solution, and the practice. Along with, we'll see some real-time live uses of palindrome. Now let's start with what is actually palindrome. So palindrome is an algorithm where a string or a number or any particular content that reads the same backwards as forwards. To understand it, let's see a few examples like madam. If you start from the front M and the last M, that's the same word. Mom, noon, race car, level, kayak, civic, wow, refer, my gym. So all these words are palindrome. Now, as you can see here in this, let's take an example in detail about this string that is called madam. Now the first pointer starts from front M and this is called back M. There are two pointers we have just to take and understand what is actually palindrome. Now if you see, the first and the last letters are same, and when we read back, the A in the front also we have after A, after M we have A, and then in the middle we have D. So if you read it from the backward, it is again the madam, and if you read it from the frontward, it will read the madam, the same. So this is actually palindrome string. Now let's take a look at the logic, how it works. So we are keeping it in a sequence of characters, and we don't need any arrays, although you can do this particular algorithm implementation number of ways using recursion, arrays, implementation. Here we are going to use simple for loop because to make it simple and easy. So we start the string from front MADAM, and as you can see here, this is the logic. The for loop integer I, first loop, equals to n minus 1, where n is the length of A, that is 5. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So size of this string or number of characters in the string is 5. So n is your 5. Now when I is equals to n minus 1, that is 4, 5 minus 1, 4, and this condition will decrease as per the pointer read the last M and goes to the front M. So position of this character pointer is decreasing, and it will keep it in a backup in another character called B. So B equals to B plus A dot character at I. So whatever the position of the character of a string, it will simply keep it and accumulate it in the B string. And when in the end A is equals ignore case, since we are not making it case sensitive, so we'll have ignore case, compare it and see if it is palindrome or not. Now let's take a look at the demonstration. So let's make a class of palindrome. And here, so first thing first, we need to get the value or string value from the user. So I'm using a util package for scanner, and let's have our public static void main. And once this is done, the next thing is we need to get the string. First we need to get the string A and B is equals to initialized empty. Declare and initialized your string. Now next we need to get the values from the user. So all I need to make an object of scanner, and so once this is done, next step we need to ask for the enter the string from the user. Now once this is done, now we have to use and initialize that value from the user and make it in a string. Sorry. Okay, here you go. Next we need to get the length of the string. So you can see here, all you need to call this method. Now next loop int I equals to n, which is length minus 1, so that it will decrease and start from the 0. So the condition will still read it from the 0, because by default in Java, when we say string, it's stored in a character array. So, and character array is always initialized from the index 0. So we have to assume it and implement it accordingly. Now b, our another string which we have initialized and declared, is equals to b plus a dot your character a, and index we need to give I, because we are reading and accumulating all the characters from the backward. Now once this is done, now I guess it's already closed. Next step, we need to compare. So a dot equals. Now equals will simply compare directly, but it will not be case sensitive. So we need to make sure we have ignore case, so that you can just type in any case and it will compare and give you the exact result. Palindrome will not compare the case sensitive, making the case sensitive. It's always not case sensitive, so we have to just compare the string or characters. So this will be B, and let's print the message. Palindrome string. Yes, it is palindrome string, or whatever you can mention it. Else, okay, I guess this will go after this, and here all we need to print, no, not palindrome string. So all we need to just simply execute now and see how it works. We need to have a Java application, so enter string. So let's string my gym, not palindrome, because it has a space, and space itself is a character, and when we read it from the backward, it will not work. Now let's take a look. Level, it's a palindrome string. We have race car, palindrome string. But if you have a space in race car, this will not the palindrome space. And you can have level or madam, palindrome string, or Java, not a palindrome string. So this is the execution and demonstration of palindrome string. Now let's take a look what are the real life time project uses of palindrome. So there's so many ways we use, since it is a string or a pattern or any kind of content specific algorithm. So this mainly used in cryptography to encode and encrypt and decrypt the message from confidential places, biological sequence compression algorithm, DNA marking and permitting cutting. Somewhere they have used in a biomedical science, encoding and decoding algorithm in the security services, or artificial intelligence department. There also they have used these kind of algorithms. Thanks. So we have done with the palindrome. Next we'll see about swapping or prime number and many more. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more interesting upcoming videos. Let's make coding fun. Thank you.